Hello, I'm the CommanderZander. I remember so that a staunch critic doesn't have to, and neither should you. Well, 1999 was a terrific year as far as movies for my childhood. You had Toy Story 2, you had Tarzan, and there was one other movie that I could ponder, but you couldn't tip of my tongue. Oh yeah, that's right, Stuart Little. It's based on the book, and it is a wonderful book if you get a chance to read it, but the movie is pretty decent too. You got a pretty good cast to set up this movie, and pretty much what it is, it's a little mouse that lives in an orphanage. It's not chosen by anyone, and quite frankly, I don't blame anybody for picking against the mouse. And so he's finally chosen by the Littles. How will this relationship work? Well, we're about to find out as we delve into Stuart Little. But first, credit for the movie goes to Columbia Pictures. Yes, I know. This is not for monetary purposes. This is just to show how good this movie was. And so there you go, right there. In addition to Columbia Pictures, Douglas Wick and Franklin Waterman Productions also responsible for this movie, and they get credit as well. As does director Rob Minkoff. Then we go straight to this. Notice the theme here. So that's George. You probably remember him from that vampire movie.
Will he be here when I get home? I think so.
George's mom is played by the wonderful Tina Davis, and then you probably remember House. Roadhouse. No, I'm serious. This guy is in House.
Hi, sweetie. Remember, I want a little brother, not a big brother.
Picky. You're already little as it is. How can you get any smaller than that? Well, you're about to find out as they hit the New York City public orphanage.
Everyone, but you seem like the kind of people with plenty of love to share. So, how are you feeling?
Oh, goodness, we're tingling
With anticipation. Oh, recess. Time for you to meet them. Feel free to walk around. They're quite used to having strangers here.
Quite used to having strangers here. What the hell kind of an orphanage is that? And what the hell kind of a name is that? Mrs. Keeper. So as you can see, the Littles go into the playroom and see all the lovely little kids that they can pick to see which one becomes a Little. And which one becomes George's little brother. What the hell kind of a ball is that? There you go. There's an awkward moment.
Oh, Frederick. Look at them. How can we possibly
shoes. I know. They all seem so
wonderful? You know what's wonderful? What's wonderful is how you both know what the other one is going to say before you even say it.
This is Stuart.
It's any of my business.
This is the mouse that the Littles end up adopting.
Well, that happens. We've been together as long as we.
He's voiced by the wonderful Mr. Fox.
Family. Wow. Well, for family, you've certainly come to the right place. I think we can find just what you're looking for.
And they do.
Snowbell! He's always tired after school.
So George figures out that Stuart is his little brother and he's a mouse, and he finds this, well, I hate to put it abruptly, but awkward. And speaking of awkward, check out this family dinner.
Shall we get to know each other a little?
Gina tries to get, Mrs. Little tries to get a conversation going, but
Look, ask me anything. The first thing
George's response is,
Can you pass the gravy?
wow, what a dick. Seriously, you expect him to pass the gravy? No.
Hope you like it.
sure is roomy.
night, son.
Good night, sweetie.
And after the parents wish him good night, look who then pops up for a little fun. Well, if it isn't our lovely, fun little cat, Snowbell. Yes, this is not the cat from Cats and Dogs, trust me. I know you're probably thinking that. Because that movie also came out around that time.
Nice kitty. Nice kitty. Pretty kitty. Are you cozy?
If you're familiar with the voice, you'll probably figure it out right away.
Quite comfortable. That's all I've got to sleep on.
It's Timon!
You seem tense. Tense? Oh, I'm waiting.
Clearly, Snowbell's not too happy that a mouse is a family member.
What do you like? Can I scratch your ears? I can rub your tummy. How'd you like to rub it from the inside, mouse boy? Oh, sorry, I'm a little confused. I thought that's what you do with a pet. A pet? I am not your pet. I'm a cat. You're a mouse. You should be living in a hole. This is my...
Exactly. Which makes Snowbell super, super jealous. Because, gee, yeah, who could blame him?
I'm arguing with lunch. And stay away from the windows.
So yeah, while we wait for that to load up, so yeah, Stuart really makes a foul out of Snowbell, quite frankly. It doesn't really go too well. He then gets stuck in the washer and gets sick. And here's the doctor's prognosis.
Basically, I think he's gonna be fine. Also, he's very clean.
Well, thank you, Captain Obvious, seeing as how he was stuck in the washer with all that lovely detergent. Of course he's gonna be nice and clean, you stupid dumbass doctor. Who couldn't have known that? So now they're out and about in downtown New York going, well, shopping?
I don't want to go shopping.
George isn't too thrilled about the situation with Stuart, as you could probably tell looking at the boat.
I wanted to talk to you about Stuart. I just want you to know that if you and he were to spend some real time together, you know, brother time.
Look at that one.
Oh, come on, George, you have a boat. Beautiful one.
It's not finished.
Well, you better get moving. The race is soon.
So?
Don't you want to race your boat, George?
I'm not so good at the racing part.
So what? Doesn't matter about winning. You try like heck.
Okay, I'll give him credit. He may be a terrific host, and he tries to perform the perfect dad, but it was a little too much of a nice dad. Doesn't really have much emotion to him. It's the same emotion. But he tries to give it his
Sure, we
best.
can find something to suit your particular need.
So they go shopping for Stuart.
Beatles Ben,
What the hell?
Chef Ben,
Is this the Ben from Barbie?
Lumberjack Ben, and of course, Gladiator Ben.
What the devil am I watching?
Does Ben always dress like this?
No, madam. There are many moods of Ben, and it all depends on the occasion.
Would the occasion be doing it with Barbie? Burn! So after their lovely little party, which, oh, by the way, I'll show you all the littles while I'm thinking of it. I think you'll find some of these actors quite familiar.
And if you want us to, we'll find us around the old horse hide.
You like this?
George?
Oh, adorable.
This is the rest of the Little family. Him you'll remember from Saved by the Bell. Remember he played that bland teacher with like little to no emotion? She was in the Golden Girls. She was the elder one. Let's see. You probably remember him from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, as well as any other movies like, oh, I don't know, Beetlejuice and that one other movie that is, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I do remember about that one. And then this one you probably remember from many movies, including A Christmas Vacation. There you go. Not a bad lineup if you do say so myself. So they get introduced to Stuart at the party and they try and make it a nice situation, but quite frankly, you can't hide their emotion. They're like, what the fuck? Are you people high? How the fuck could you adopt a fucking mouse? But then they eventually get used to Stuart.
Climb on up here, son. Plant your caboose right up here.
Climb on up here, plant your caboose. It's the same thing, you don't have to say it twice. That
May have to grow into it. I think he's grown a little since we've been here.
That's what happened to me. One summer, I just shot right up.
May I say something?
Okay then, awkward moment there, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, let's proceed, shall we? So now we're on to the boat race. The remote is busted, but that doesn't seem to be slowing down Stuart.
What are you doing?
Sailing! Oh!
Stuart, you come back here this minute. I can't. Why not?
Again, notice the theme here with the clothing. What do they coordinate their outfits?
Frederick, I don't like this one bit.
Stuart, your mother doesn't like this one bit.
I'm okay, Mom.
Look at that, red and blue, red and blue, red and blue. What do they coordinate their freaking clothing? I'm sorry, but talk about the ultimate dorkiness. Who the hell coordinates your freaking outfits? Your whole family outfit.
Yeah, you all done being a jerk?
Don't worry, George. I won't let you down.
By the way, guess what else is red and blue while we're talking about themes here? The boat. And it's a nice boat at that.
Frederick, what if he falls?
Remember, he's quite a fine swimmer.
Yeah, but remember what we're talking about. He was swimming in the washing machine. This is a completely different beast compared to the washing machine. Oh yeah, here's your typical bully who's going to cheat his way to victory.
Hey, that's cheating. You can't do that. Well, I just did.
Yeah, that's not a very nice kid. And he's far from done cheating. Guess who he's gonna take out next? The Brigand, or whatever the hell that name of that boat is. Which then collides with two other boats, and Stuart's able to maneuver around all of them. Yo, he make a fine sailor, if not for the fact that he's a mouse. Obviously, he's nervous. The wind's blowing. And what does he do to balance the boat?
I think he's hiking out.
Boat term, obviously. As he comes up on that devilish boat that keeps destroying everybody. They come around the loop. Stuart's starting to pull into the lead. Wait a minute, there's another boat that's still alive? Must have been a late bloomer. The boats collide. Now they're literally together.
Stupid mouse didn't I sail? He's not a stupid mouse. You're right. He's a stupid rat.
You could feel the anger. Let the hate flow through you. It's the only way you could take out that bully and destroy his remote. Really, that's all you have to discipline him with? George, that's not nice. I know you're trying to be the nice dad, but come on, where's some discipline here? I'll tell you what's happening. You're about to lose to a mouse. How humiliating. But, you know the old saying, cheaters never win! And quite frankly, you don't deserve to win because you're a dickwad of a cheater. There you go. Stuart gets through! Which means he's gonna win. He crosses the lovely finish line with all those flags. By the way, nice background with New York there. Recognize her? She had one episode of Drake and Josh, for those who don't remember. Check out the magnificent trophy they won. Amazing. And just when they're finally starting to become a family, Stuart has to leave. Because guess what? They found his parents. Except there's only one problem. They're not really his parents. This is all a setup. So, how would Admiral Akbar put this through? Oh yeah, it's a trap! Sent up by the cats. Can't remember his name off the top of my head. But in any case, they set out to take down Stuart. And this is part of the plan to take down Stuart. Send him away from the Littles.
Listen to us. The cats have decided you're too risky to keep around anymore. They ordered us to hand you over to them. As your fake father, I order you to run.
So the stats explain everything to him after they take Stuart away to their miniature golf home. Seriously, they live in the castle on a miniature golf course.
No, I can't.
So Stuart decides to head home.
It's late. Besides, Stuart is gone. Can't we just give the kid a break? Of course we can give him a break. First we'll break his little arms.
He comes back home, but then Snowbell tries to lie to him so that he can run away.
Why do we have to run? What is it?
So that way he can be lured to the cats.
Come on. I think we're getting close. I can smell it. Sorry, Smokey.
Even though that's not the case, the Littles are going to find Stuart. They just used the picture to make a lost sign. Smokey, that's the name of the cat. Thank you, Mr. Cat. Tinkerbell is lagging behind, clearly not used to running this many miles.
Everywhere. How are we gonna find him? We'll split up and go in different directions. What a brain. That is why he is gato. You guys go ahead.
Oh, and guess who happens to find Stuart? Snowbell, of course. The guy that's last finds the person while everyone else is running off. Yeah, because Stuart is in a nest after he heard the unfortunate lie that Snowbell told him.
What are you doing up there? Oh, settling in.
So then everybody finds Mr. Stuart Little. And just when you think that the cats are finally going to get their way and the ending of the mouse. Thankfully there's no dog around. Oh wait, there might be at the end. They go after Stuart. And he's dangling on a tree, and there goes Snowbell. You owe him $30 for that collar!
Did he fall in the water? I don't know. I saw something. Did you see that? Gone. He just disappeared.
Oh yeah, that voice is familiar too. You remember Daddy Daycare?
There. He's too far. Can't reach him. In that case, you can all go home. Travel safely.
Except Smokey is not done yet.
Dinner served. All right, Smokey, way to go. Oh dear. Look, it's mouse on a stick. I love mouse on a stick.
Ba-dum-bum.
Keep coming, keep coming.
And just when they're on the verge of grabbing Stuart,
I got him. He's mine.
the branch is about to break. And who's breaking the branch?
Well, what have we got here?
Snowbell.
Don't come out here. The branch is breaking. Stuart, are you all right? Yeah, I'm okay. Just hang on. I'll take it from here. Huh? Take what? Wow, hey, come on, Snow. You wouldn't do this to me.
buddy.
Don't worry, buddy. I'm sure you'll land
No, what are you doing? No, no, wait. Wait, I gotta ask you something.
Snowball takes out the herd of cats. Jeez, this is like Star Wars. He hates the mouse, but then he finally realizes, hey, you might as well befriend him.
I just say I like you. I'll be licking myself for days. How could he do this to me after all we've meant to each other? I mean, I love that guy. Hey, you guys, wait up for me!
Pack up the pineapple, Stuart. This luau's over.
Thanks, Snowbell. You were great.
Except it's not over yet. You forgot one cat. Remember the one that was luring Stuart down to the cat that you just took out? Smokey.
I guess I showed them. Not bad for a house cat.
Not bad for a dead house cat.
Ooh, dead man.
Say goodnight, Tinkerbell.
Tinkerbell? What the fuck kind of a name is Tinkerbell?
His name is Snowbell.
Boom! Into the water you go, Smokey. Except this isn't the end for him. This is gonna end just like with Scar.
Oh, this water's damn cold. I can't believe this. Being by a mouse and his pet cat. What could be worse?
How about dogs beating the crap out of you? Like the family chain goes. Or the food chain.
Little hay, little hoe. Let's go home.
So Snowbell takes Stuart home and obviously... Obviously, George is a happy camper. Really happy camper. Again, what is with the theme? Red and blue again!
I miss you so much. I thought I
You
never
notice who's not wearing red and blue? Yeah, your little brother.
Every little in the world can find the little house in Snowbell. I just couldn't have done it without him.
Really? What's the matter?
I was just thinking, my dear, that this is how people look.
At the end of a fairy tale.
You got it.
Yeah. Exactly.
So the ending's pretty abrupt. They just close the window. They all go to bed. The music's playing in the background. George realizes, oh, we gotta close the blinds. And that's how the movie pretty much ends. Nothing too out of the ordinary, pretty much. So that's Stuart Little. I, for one, think it is a very, very, very decent movie. And you want to know why? Because you got a really good cast of actors and actresses that are in this movie. Like Gina Davis, Michael J. Fox, Hugh Laurie, who played House, Roadhouse. And a bunch of other actors and actresses from various roles. And they all portrayed their roles in this movie quite well. I say this is an under-the-radar movie. And if you're looking for something that's family-oriented, this is definitely a good option for you. And if you ever get a chance, do read the book, too. It's a very good book from what I've heard. I'm the CommanderZander. I remember something nostalgic right now, too, and neither should you.